This is the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief, keeping you informed about the happenings in Annapolis and the area. Local news, local sports, local events, local opinion, and of course, local weather. The Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief starts now.
Good morning. It's Wednesday, March 20th, 2019. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Last night, about 100 people gathered outside the Civil Rights Foot Soldiers Memorial, which is right across from the Arundel Center in downtown Annapolis, for a candlelight vigil honoring the 50 dead in the New Zealand terrorist shooting. Mohammed Datsu spoke on behalf of the Annapolis Muslim community. Organizer Yasmin Jameson also spoke. Mayor Gavin Buckley was a featured speaker, and he had harsh words for President Donald Trump for not standing up to white nationalism. And County Executive Stuart Pittman said a few words, beginning with, "Silence feels a little bit more appropriate." Speaking of Annapolis Mayor Gavin Buckley, he has announced the schedule for upcoming community meetings where he is going to gather resident input on the priorities for hiring a new chief of police for the city of Annapolis. These meetings are going to be facilitated by Bishop Craig Coates, who has been a staunch advocate for curbing violence, particularly in our public housing communities. The first meeting is going to be March 25th at the American Legion Post on Forest Drive. The second one will be April 1st at the Eastport Fire Station. The third will be April 2nd at the Pip Moyer Recreation Center. And the fourth will be April 4th at the Mount Olive Community Church on Hicks Avenue. All of those start promptly at 7 p.m. I do encourage everybody that lives within the city of Annapolis or even in surrounding areas, go out, make your voices heard, let the mayor know what you're looking for in a police chief. There's a new STAR program in the Anne Arundel County Public Schools, and STAR stands for Screening Teens to Access Recovery. And students who are seeking help with substance use issues have another place to turn, and this is a partnership between Anne Arundel County Public Schools and the Anne Arundel County Department of Health. The program will allow school nurses to utilize technology to connect high school students in a telesession with a licensed therapist from the Department of Health. Last year, there were 327 students who were suspected to be under the influence that were seen in county health rooms. And according to the acting county health officer, Billy Penley, STAR is modeled after the county's Safe Stations program because of its convenience and welcoming accessibility. Whereas any county resident seeking substance treatment can walk into any fire station or police station 24/7, any high school student can now arrange to go to the school's health room at any time during the school day for help. Both programs offer non-judgmental and stigma-free environments. Kind of an interesting story. Yesterday, the Bayhawks met with County Executive Stuart Pittman to give what they called their final presentation on a sports complex up at the Crownsville Hospital Center up in Crownsville. The revised plans call the place Chesapeake Park, and Bayhawks President Mark Burdett said the team plans to meet with the public later this month. The Bayhawks are owned by local businessman Brendan Kelly, and they have offered several different proposals for that site over the last 2 years. Each time they do, it seems like they step in their own muck. There was a presumed workaround through the county executive. There was attempted hostile takeover of the county fairgrounds. There was a public meeting where they didn't have any information to present to the public. And now they seem to be throwing down a little bit of a gauntlet. And in his meeting with the county executive, apparently, Burdett had said that this would be a good concept, whether it's in Anne Arundel County, Baltimore City, Prince George's County, or Northern Virginia. Now, the Bayhawks have threatened to leave in the past. Currently, they do play their games at Navy Marine Corps Memorial Stadium in Annapolis. The latest plan does call for a 10,000-seat stadium for the Bayhawks, 8 indoor basketball and volleyball courts, an indoor turf field, 28 outdoor multi-purpose fields, and 360 acres of green space for hiking and biking. The cost estimate on the project is $278 million, and they see it as a public-private partnership. The Maryland Stadium Authority will float bonds to pay for the stadium. The county will build the other sports facilities, and the lacrosse team will be the park's operator. Doesn't seem too equitable to me. Under the proposal, the state will have to mitigate asbestos and lead paint on the site, and the county will need to spend $69.3 million to connect it to county water and sewer facilities. They did do an economic study, and they believe it will have a $470 million economic impact during its first decade and create 575 jobs, 484 of them full-time positions. Burdett also pulled out the David Cordish card and said the stadium could also be used for high school graduations, marching band competitions, sports tournaments, and more, which was the argument that Cordish had used to build the convention facility up at Maryland Live. As far as lacrosse play, the Bayhawks do play 8 home games every year. Funeral arrangements for former Governor Harry Hughes, who died on March 13th, have been finalized. His family will receive visitors from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. today at the Moore Funeral Home in Denton on the Eastern Shore. And at noon on Thursday, Hughes will be remembered at a funeral service at St. Anne's Episcopal Church, right on Church Circle in Annapolis. Congressman Steny Hoyer will deliver the eulogy. Governor Larry Hogan and Rob Etkin, president of the Eastern Shore Land Conservancy, are also scheduled to speak. There is not any word of any official state-type funeral like we saw with William Donald Schaefer. All right, that is about it for the top news today. Please make sure you're checking out eyeonannapolis.net throughout the day because it does update throughout the day. We never know what's coming down the pike. Give us a recommendation to your friends and colleagues and check out that first link in our show notes and find out all the different ways that you can connect with us. If you are someplace that you can give us a rating or a review, please do that as well. Now, all you need to do is hang tight because after this message from MacMedics, we've got George Young with your local DMV weather forecast.
Have you ever been to the Annapolis Mall when it opens for the day? Maybe you've noticed the line of folks waiting to get into the Apple Store. As you may know, I'm a Mac user, and today's episode of the Daily News Brief, in fact, all of the episodes of the Daily News Brief have been produced right here on my Mac computer. What you might not know about is MacMedics. They were founded here in Annapolis in 1989, and they are an Apple-authorized premium service provider, the only one in the Baltimore-Annapolis, D.C. area. And what that means to you is that they repair all Apple devices, including the iPhone screens and batteries, all without an appointment. And most repairs are done the same day, usually within 2 hours. They also sell everything except the iPhone and the watch for the same price as Apple. I don't know why you would go anywhere else. Give them a call at 410-757-MACS, or if you're not into the whole letter thing, 410-757-6227. Stop by their retail store in Severna Park on Benfield Road or their service center in Lanham, right off of Route 50. Or you can always check them out online at macmedics.com. I'll tell you, they've saved me quite a few times, and I know they can save you.
Going out? You need the most up-to-date local weather. Here's George Young from DMV Weather in Annapolis with today's forecast.
Hey everyone, this is George with DMV Weather, and this is your Eye on Annapolis forecast for Wednesday, March 20th. Another nice day ahead today with sunny skies and slightly warmer high temps in the mid-50s or so for the Annapolis region. But then clouds move in late, and we should see some rain on Thursday as a coastal storm is now expected to develop very late Wednesday or early Thursday morning near the North Carolina coast and then move northeast up the eastern seaboard, possibly bringing upwards of 1 inch of rain to Anne Arundel County on Thursday. But then it's more sunshine and mid to upper 50s on Friday and Saturday before a spectacular day on Sunday with bright sunshine and highs in the 60s. So make those plans now to get out and about the entire weekend for a hike or some kayaking or maybe a day on the mall in D.C. or walking around Fort McHenry in Baltimore or even just partaking in some great local fun right here in downtown Annapolis to soak up the rays and take in the warmer temps. Okay, that's it for today. This is George Young with DMV Weather. Make it a great day out there and be sure to get our free app on all of your devices by searching for DC MDVA Weather in the Apple or Google App Stores. And also follow us on Facebook and Twitter and on our website at dmvweather.com so you can always stay weather informed.
Dirty house? Call a spouse. That's right. Facts are, men don't always listen when it comes to cleaning the house. Spouses Cleaning Houses does. They clean almost anything. Fridge, oven, tub, showers, walls, porches, floors, ceilings, carpets, upholstery, tables, counters, pictures, mirrors, lights, fans, windows. They even take out the trash. Spouses Cleaning Houses has more than 13 years experience maintaining sparkling clean homes in and around Annapolis with respect and dedication. The friendly and flexible cleaning professionals at Spouses listen, understand, and act to meet nearly all your cleaning requests. For that breath of fresh air, clean feel, call a spouse at 410-571-9428 or at spousescleaninghouses.com. Just in time for your summer get-togethers, they're offering a spectacular summer savings, 20% off your first cleaning. That's right, save 20%. Just call a spouse, 410-571-9428 or at spousescleaninghouses.com. Spouses Cleaning Houses. Men may not listen. The spouses do.
You've been listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Tell your friends and colleagues this is the podcast where you can keep up on the latest with what's going on in Annapolis. And also tell them about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find even more information. This podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 7 a.m., keeping you informed with the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. And take a moment to listen to our other podcast, The Maryland Crabs, released every Thursday at noon.